Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Like it's Monday, right? It is Monday. I got a new webcam, so maybe it looks a little sharper than what my computer has been doing all this time. Welcome to the live broadcast and everybody who's joining me on the replay. Do me a favor and drop a comment and let me know, where are you tuning in from today? What city and state? If you are within the U.S., if you're outside of the U.S., what country are you tuning in from? I'm Dallisa. I'm a fifth generation psychic medium, and I'm the CEO of Spirit and Spark. We connect people all around the country with, and globally, with quality, authentic healers. And so it's fun to be the CEO of that company. And yeah, welcome everybody. It looks like we've got Canada tuning in live. We have Henderson, Las Vegas, Alaska, Ann Arbor, beautiful California, Montgomery, Texas, Wisconsin, St. Louis, Missouri. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Iowa. I think I said Iowa. If not, I'm kind of in a little bit of a cloud this morning. I'm sure there's an astrological explanation. We just had the new moon last night, which obviously brings a lot with it. I'm going to get into my predictions for this week and the astrological forecast. And then we're going to pick some cards. Christina is going to come on in a few minutes and talk about a free class pass that she wants to give everybody. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. And welcome. Yeah, keep commenting, letting me know where you're from. I'll keep a look on that. And if you're watching the replay, drop a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I do check all the comments on the video just to see where we're reaching. It's a lot of fun. So for those of you who may be brand new watching my video today, I am a clairvoyant, a clairaudient, and a clairsentient, which means that I see, which looks like a daydream. I hear words and phrases typically through the right ear, and I get messages in my physical body, which is clairsentient. So that comes in handy, of course, when I'm doing these videos and doing sessions for clients. So it makes it a lot of fun. We're going to start off with the general energy for this week. I have my notes here. I'm going to go over the notes for this week. And then we'll do some general tarot cards for this week. What's in the cards? What do the cards want us to know for this week? Then we'll do pick a card, which will put out cards in front of me, and you'll pick the card you feel drawn to. And then at the end, I will do a card of destiny, which is a collective card for all of us. And then, of course, Christina will tell us about the free class pass here in just a little bit. So why don't we just dive right into it and talk about what this week has in store. Looks like in the comments, we already have somebody saying the energy yesterday was crazy. Yeah. I went to bed at, oh my gosh, I think it was like 2:30 yesterday afternoon. I laughed because I was like, is it too early to go to bed? And I conked out and I woke up this morning at 6. So there's just a lot. I would say to you, be careful with your energy. Be careful who you're spending time and energy around, especially this week. I'm going to get into it. It's going to be a crazy week. The intensity for this week is going to be a bit high. And so it's going to be one where you're going to really need to protect yourself, your energy, your words. Okay. I actually just got done reading yesterday. I was on a drive the first part of yesterday before I conked out. And I was listening to the 4 Agreements, and I had never read the 4 Agreements. Of course, I've heard a lot about it. I'm going to make mention of it in the channel notes here in just a moment. But if you have not read it, it is our Spark Plug Book of the Month, and I would highly suggest it. Really got me thinking about a lot of ways. It wasn't anything that I hadn't heard before, but they put it in a way that made a lot of sense. That's a good reminder for all of us. And so I'd invite you to join me this month in reading the 4 Agreements, or rereading it if you already have. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, keep commenting. I'll keep an eye on that. And thank you for all of our Spirit and Spark TV patrons. Appreciate your support as well as all of our Spark Plug members. I really appreciate it. Spark Plug is my members only community. You can find out more at spiritandspark.com. Okay, tomorrow. So we are recording this live on Monday, April 12th. April 13th has a lot of interesting energy around it. And I looked at astrological energy for this week and also what I feel to be true. And that's what I'm bringing you in this first section. There's a lot of lies and corruption going on. It's not, if you've been watching me and following my videos, you know that that's not a new statement from me. However, this week has a lot of rebellion and regression and extremism energy. I anticipate this week that there will be a lot of, I hate to invoke fear, so I'm very careful with my words, which is one of the 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your words is one of the 4 agreements. So I want to be very mindful about how I use my words here. But I believe there's going to be a lot of anger and a lot of aggression in the collective this week. There will be extremists who are tired of not being seen or heard, kind of this energy of suppression. So be on the lookout for that this week. There'll be a major opportunity, I feel, for an awakening, a spiritual awakening. Yeah, the energy feels off. That's why I said the intensity scale is going to be a bit high this week. I feel that as we go into May, June, and July, that 3-month period, we'll actually look back to now, this week. Like last week, this week is kind of a, whoa, remember when, okay? I do think there's still going to be more natural disasters, and some people have been sending me clips, email or screenshots saying, you were right. There's been a lot of predictions I've been making that have been happening, that have been coming true. And, a lot of those are the predictions I wish I wasn't getting right, But I do think there's going to be a lot more natural disasters coming. They just said the warming of the earth, whatever that means, the warming of the earth. So I'm going to take that as like summer, and we're getting warmer. So there's going to be some interesting natural disasters, but I also feel it's going to be man-made things that are going to be happening, unfortunately. So then I wrote down, now is the time to heal and go within. And I asked Spirit, okay, well, how do you want people to do that? And they said meditation and breath work. And you could go on YouTube and find lots of free videos on breath work for certain things, okay? And then journaling and paying attention to your dreams, because I do feel that although the intensity is going to be high, we're going to be getting a lot of downloads, okay? So trust the information that you are getting. I also wrote down global leadership is going to be shaky, depending on what you already think. Global leadership is going to be even more shaky than this week. I've been predicting that there will be both domestic and international issues, okay? I think there's going to be some, I have to be careful what I say on this platform because I don't want to be taken down, because censorship right now is real. I've had little glimpses of it myself, and so I have to be very careful. Spark Plug is where my members only community where I speak freely, and those of you that attended last week where I just like let it all go, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's going to be the need to really check your facts and trust your inner GPS. If you feel that you are, like if you're out and about somewhere and you feel an intuitive hit that something is going haywire, I want you to trust that, okay? Because you are going to have more intuition than you probably have had in recent times, okay? So trust yourself. I've used this example before. Gosh, it was Halloween, so like a year and a half ago. And I was in the grocery store with my mom, and there was this download I was getting that somebody was going to come into the store with a gun and start shooting. And it's a whole story. It's on my YouTube channel. I don't want to get into it necessarily right now because I want to get to these messages and bring Christina on. But I told my mom, we got to go. We got to go. And I was actually experiencing a situation that was happening at a store down the street. And so if you feel that there's something coming on, trust that guidance, okay? Let's see. Let's continue on with this. More people will awaken to the world being out of control, and people will begin to take their power back. So a lot of that aggression energy, extreme anger for this week. I asked, what do you want me to tell people to do or keep in mind? And they said, avoid mainstream news, trust when you're feeling manipulated, watch heavy or big spending this week, and watch for innovative, creative ideas, and then act upon that. I do think you're going to be getting a lot more downloads, and trust your dreams. Your dreams are going to be a lot of premonitions right now. And they want you to ask yourself, how are you activating your new beginning or your fresh start? And that comes with the energy of Aries and this new moon. What seeds have you been planting? Okay. But a lot of rebellious energy this week. There's going to be a lot of people, perhaps even you or around you, standing up for what they believe and taking action to get it done. Okay. So this week's going to be important to sift through data and find your truth. Okay. Just like in the 4 agreements that I was telling you I read yesterday, make no assumptions. If you don't understand something, ask for clarity. Make no assumptions this week. Be a giver rather than a taker. And they had me write down, Jupiter rewards the people that are givers this week. So Jupiter is the planet of lots of luck and abundance. And live without regret. Also, a similar message to what I was saying last week, think before you speak this week. There is a lot more fire in the sky, and I underlined that. And the last thing they said on here was, you don't have to have the last word this week. Let it go. Let it go. You don't have to. It's not going to be worth it. There's going to be a lot of angry people this week. Okay. Do not get pulled into the drama, the narrative. I do think you'll be feeling that rebellious energy within you and your life to some degree. So I want you to be really careful with the words that you're using. And like I said, it's a perfect time to revisit or read the 4 agreements. The book, the audiobook, I think was like 2 hours. So it's really quick, but I'm telling you, it's like the perfect week to read it. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to bring Christina on. Let me know in the comments, did that message make sense to you? Are you feeling the anger, the rebellion? Are you feeling like you've got to sift through data to actually get to your truth? So comment and let me know how you feel about that. Christina's going to come on and just talk briefly about her class pass. And then I'll show you how to redeem that. So I'll show you that video after she's done. I made a little screenshot video of how to redeem her class pass. So I will show that to you in a moment. And so let me bring her on, and then we're going to come back on and we're going to do the cards. So we're going to have some fun with that. So Christina, welcome on. How are you?
Great. Good morning. Thanks for having me. Welcome, or thanks for welcoming me. This healing vortex meditation on Wednesday, I just by the sounds of what you've been talking about, sounds like the perfect timing. So I'm glad to be offering this. So this Wednesday, April 14th at 5:30 Pacific time, I am offering what's called a healing vortex meditation. And if you can imagine a healing vortex, that's exactly what it is. It is just a very empowering, calming, cleansing opportunity to just carve out 45 minutes for yourself and just imagine from head to toe a healing vortex of cleansing your thoughts and your beliefs and physical issues, any stress, any issues that you might be having. And just to really, it's an incredible technique that I use with clients, but I thought it would be a great offering for everybody with everything going on.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So it's this Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, correct?
Yes. Correct. That's right.
Okay, awesome. And it's complimentary. And so by watching this, I'm going to show everybody how to redeem it here in just a second. You can share it with your friends, share it with your family. Christina has 75 spots. Some of those are already gone, but that's how many we have available. And it's totally free, no strings attached. It's just Christina's way of giving back.
Absolutely.
and,
Yep.
and helping people heal. So how we're going to do this is I want everybody to go to spiritandspark.com and click on contact. And there's a little form on there. I'm going to show everybody here in a second and just say, I want to go to Christina's class. I'll connect you with Christina. And she'll give you the details on how to sign up for that. So let me show them the quick little video I put together.
Oh, good.
On how to actually do it. So you go to spiritandspark.com and there's a little button that's called contact up in the menu. And then you just scroll down and fill out the form and say, I want to go to Christina's class. And that's how you do it. And I'll connect you two together. And so it's first come, first serve. So if you do have a friend or a family member that could also use the meditation, make sure they send in their own request to go to your class. So we're going to fill up this class.
Thank you. It'll be great. And I'll send the information to everybody that inquires.
Okay, awesome. Well, you enjoy your day. Thanks for coming on.
Okay. Have a great day.
You too. I love Christina. She's awesome. So she's an RTT hypnotherapist. And I will tell you, I've been to her classes. And she gets to the root of what's going on. And her meditations are very calming, very relaxing. It is literally like perfect timing with all of the energy that's going on this week. So make sure you hop on over to spiritandspark.com, click contact, fill out that form, and I'll make sure that you get connected with Christina. But it's first come, first serve. So make sure you tell your friends and your family and they can go on and redeem that as well. Or share this whole video with them. I think they need to hear what's going on this week. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and pull a few tarot, however you want to say it, cards for this week and see what's happening. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, the healing meditation is going to be great. Yeah, Leona says, family secrets are all coming out. That is a perfect example of the energy for this week, like truth revealed for sure. Yeah, Caroline says, Christina's classes are wonderful and so healing. Jeff saying, looking forward to the meditation. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, Hope, I'm so glad you signed up. That's awesome. And Hope, welcome back to the YouTube patron program. I really appreciate it. Yes, everybody needs Corolla's like, I signed up. Okay. What cards do we need for this week? Let's take a look. What do we need everybody to keep in mind? Interesting. Okay, so it's not all doom and gloom. Let me keep pulling cards. Okay. Couple more. There we go. Yep. And show me one more card for everybody. Interesting. There's actually a lot of positive energy if you can get out of your own way. So remember, one of the things that they had me ask you for this week is how are you activating your new beginnings and your fresh starts? How are you personally activating those? Because it can be really, I don't want to say easy, but it can be a trap to stay in energy that is swirling. All of the negative, all of the anger, all of the aggression. It can be easy to kind of get stuck there. So I want you to focus on what seeds you are planting this week. Because if you can do that, then there's a payoff. Because we got the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is the card that's like having control over your own life. Like you can see, I think you can see, he's standing here and he's got this globe and he's looking out over the water and he's like, what do I want? What do I want for my life? What long-term plans do I want to make? That's that card. So if you're doing the work and planting your seeds, it'll be a payoff. However, the Eight of Swords, like, look at her. I think you can see her. Now that I have a webcam, you can actually like see things. My other one is so blurry. She's got a blindfold on and she's got these constraints around her, okay? And she's all tied up. So this card is like, are you trapped? Are you creating your own restrictions? Are you or are you looking inward? Are you doing the work? Like they said, it's a great, it's a great week for healing. It's a great week to go within, right? Because remember, I've been talking about this for a while. Don't get stuck in the narrative. Okay. So the Eight of Swords is like, unhook yourself. Don't get trapped in everybody's drama. Don't get trapped in the aggression. Just like they said, you don't have to have the last word this week. That's that card. And if you can do that, the payoff is there. Just like they were saying about Jupiter. I don't even remember what I channeled. That's why I have to keep going back to this. They said about Jupiter, oh yeah, be a giver rather than a taker this week. Be a giver. Add light, add love, add optimism and hope. Okay? Because Jupiter is going to reward those people. And that's exactly what's happening in the cards. So can you give something good to yourself? Can you give something good to other people? Okay? If you can, the rewards are there because we got the Nine of Pentacles, which is investments paying off, things happening. It's literally, the Nine of Pentacles is literally the card of the garden. And they were saying, planting your seeds, that your investments are going to start paying off. Some astrologers think that the stock market will start to go in an upward trajectory in about 10 days. We'll see. I am not a financial analyst. I'm not an expert in that field, but the energy could be interesting there for that. We also got the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is like, look at them. They're like holding hands, looking up in the sky. They're so excited. They're like, yes, everything's great. Kumbaya. This is like the card of the Kumbaya, of people coming together, of family coming together, of relationships coming together. So that energy is there if you're doing the work. Okay. So it's not all doom and gloom. Then the last card I pulled was the Stars. The Stars is a major arcana card. It's a card that's like success, recognition, things paying off, being visible. Remember, they also said that there was going to be a lot of people this week that were going to be rebellious, speaking their truth, feeling like, I don't give an ish what you think. I'm going to just let it rip. There's going to be some of that this week. Okay. But the Stars is also associated with the card or the sign of Aquarius and being an inventor. Remember, they said you'd be getting kind of these unique, original downloads and to put those into action. Okay. So the cards are right on target. I like to tell you which cards I pick because then you can go and do your own research and look them up. Now we're going to do pick a card. So let's look at the comments on here. Yeah, beautiful. People are already signing up for the meditation. That's awesome. And so, yeah, even if you're watching the replay, as long as you're catching it before class this week, you can still sign up, go online and do that. Yeah, our world needs healing. Absolutely. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Everyone's talking about the Eight of Swords. Yeah. The energy is right on target. So the deck I picked this week to help us get to the place of these new beginnings and the place of fresh starts is the Power of Surrender cards. These cards are a little bit intense sometimes, but I'm asking the cards what we need to release, surrender, let go of this week, okay? So here's what I want you to do in the comments. I want you to comment with the number 1 through 5. 1 through 5. What card are you going to go with this week? What card do you need to pick? What's the one you just feel called to? Don't overthink it. 1 through 5. I'm going to lay out my 5 cards. I'm going to tell you which card you picked for this week, okay? And then we're going to do the card of destiny, okay? Which is always a really beautiful collective message for all of us to end with. Okay, card 3, where are you? There you are. Thank you. I watched for jumping cards. Okay, card 4, please. Card 4. Interesting theme going on here. Okay, beautiful. Everyone's commenting. Yeah, it's lots of 2s and 3s and 5s in there. Usually there's one card that just like everybody picks. Okay, awesome. Okay, so if you picked card 1, For this week, you got surrender to the wisdom of your body. It's an interesting card for this week because remember, they've been talking about listening to your intuition, listening to your dreams, listening to premonitions, listen to your body. She's got her hands over her belly here and she's listening to what's going on. It says, listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So card 1, people, I need you to trust how you feel this week. Okay. Card 2, people, I want you to surrender to success. So you can do that little trick we've talked about before, which is imagining that $1 million is being handed to you. Okay. Well, do you believe that $1 million could be handed to you? Why or why not? What would you do with the $1 million? Do you feel like you're worth $1 million? And see what starts just bubbling up, because that's the step you have to clear. If you don't think you can actually manifest $1 million, why not? What's in your way? Okay. So card 2, people, surrender to success, which also means releasing any thoughts about not having enough, lack, scarcity. Where would that even come from? How would I even find that? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So card 2, people, you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Okay. Sometimes you can't see the entire staircase, but you got to take the first step and have faith, right? Those of you that are in the YouTube patron program, you have the pioneer and faith emojis. You can drop those for our card 2, people. Okay, card 3, surrender to receiving love and support. Surrender to receiving love and support. If you're a card 3 person, this is your week to look at the energy around you and ask yourself, who have I been giving too much to? Or how have I not been giving enough to myself? Okay? Because this is a card about balance, receiving support and love. Okay? Sometimes it's about taking kind of a step back or sitting back. If you're a card 3 person this week, or anybody who this message resonates with, about taking just a step back and being in the mode of receiving. What is it from the universe that you want to receive? Okay? Because if you just feel like you have to work and work and work and hustle to get what you want to get, you're probably pushing too hard on the energy and not allowing enough space for the universe to deliver. So if you're a card 3 person, I want you to focus on your intentions and allowing the universe to deliver what you're looking for. Sometimes if you're too big of a worker and too big of a hustler, sometimes it's because you're stuck in a frequency of control. Like, if I work this hard, I will get this. Okay? So be aware of that energy. Okay? Card 4 people, you need to take a break this week. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. This is the card about going outside, about spending time with nature, about connecting with trees, water, mountains, whatever feels right to you. You're going to need a solo time out this week, card 4 people. It says take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. The trees, the water, the mountains, the forest, wherever you want to go, the desert, wherever you're at, if you actually sit in silence and you close your eyes and you just breathe, you can actually ask nature a question and you will get a response back. Okay? So card 4 people, make sure you go and do that this week. Card 5, I saw we had a lot of card 5s in there. And I told you some of these cards are a little strong. Card 5 people, you got surrender resentments this week. Okay? I'm going to read this to you. Holding on to resentments only poison you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Forgive people. Let it go. Like the umbrella. Let it go. Let the wind carry it. You know, sometimes if we're holding on to what somebody did, what they didn't do, what they said, what they should have said. If we're really holding on to something that's happened in the past, it means that energy still has control over us. You know that you've gotten rid of or healed the energy when you can think about somebody that has maybe caused a lot of resentment for you previously. If you can actually think about them and you feel completely neutral about them, like they just kind of pass in and pass out, that's how you know you've actually cleared it. So you can test yourself with it, especially if you're a card 5 person. If you think about that person and if they still tick you off, upset you, make you sad, make you angry, you're still holding on to the resentment. Okay? Because sometimes it's just about saying, you know what? I'm going to give it to the universe. I don't have to dictate how this is going to show up. I don't need to dictate punishment. I don't need to punish that person anymore. The universe is going to take care of it for me. Okay? It's a good card. All right. You can comment if you want and let me know how those cards resonated with you, if they made sense. And I'm going to pull our card of destiny. Yeah. So I do see a comment in here. I've done about 10 cord cutting meditations. Not sure why I'm still getting that message. It's because there's something still in there. So do the test. Do like the litmus test. You can ask yourself, like, hold that person that's aggravated you in your mind. And do they still bother you? Is there still something in there that you haven't completely forgiven or let go of? It's usually why the message keeps coming in, is because there's still something there at the root that hasn't been completely healed. Okay, let's go ahead and pick a card of destiny. A quick mention, I have my new show, Haunted Encounters, on Wednesdays at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, right here on my YouTube channel, Spirit and Spark TV. Last week, if you watched it within 48 hours, there was a special code word, and I actually sent you your own oracle card from this deck. And I know a lot of you are going, oh man, I missed it. Yep, I'm telling you, because this week we'll have a new prize. I'll be giving out a prize, and Hotel Apache will be giving out a prize. And so make sure, even if you can't watch it live, make sure you watch it within 48 hours, okay? And you can redeem the prizes that we have on here, okay? We have a question in here about how do you forgive someone? The best technique that I have found is going into meditation. You can look up like forgiveness meditations, forgiveness guided meditations. I usually bring the higher self of the person into a meditation with me. Like I go into meditation, my eyes closed. I invite their higher self to come in and join me. And I start showing them love, like bringing love from my heart into them until the energy starts to subside. I've also written letters to people that I don't ever send. And I actually approach it through the letter saying, I usually say, dear guardian angel, thank you for bringing whoever it is into my life. Here's everything I've learned. And I list off everything I've learned from that relationship. Thank you for bringing them in, because I have so much gratitude for everything, all the lessons I learned from this person, right? And get really clear on what everything it is you've learned and be authentic about it. And then ask your guardian angel to help redirect that energy and those lessons elsewhere to somebody else who needs those lessons. Okay? Because until you've learned it and until you're grateful for them being a teacher for you, you'll still hold on to it. Yeah. Okay. I think we're ready for a card of destiny. And I see I have a lot of emails in my inbox, which means that a lot of you have gone to redeem that free meditation class from Christina. So make sure you go on if you haven't done so and grab one of those spots. I'll show you at the end here again. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, I'm ready. King of Diamonds is the card for us this week. Let me prep this video so I don't forget. Because because I might just forget. Okay, there we go. So the King of Diamonds, it says, ethics is the name of the game. Integrity and focus are the keys that open the door to your good fortune. This is a time when your awareness and your perception will serve you well in all situations. This card is so perfect. It goes on to say, don't take things at face value. Rather, seek to find the source within or behind what is being presented to you. And by all means, trust your intuition and your intelligence. This card is an indication of success in business. It is time to step into your power and take hold of what you know belongs to you. Trust the idea that comes to you. Someone of power will be available to assist you. It's important for you to take the lead, be the boss, and run the show in partnerships. Your intuition is trustworthy. Give it the power to lead your way. The key to success with this King of Diamonds is to assume the crown of integrity. Beautiful. I could have said it better myself. It's a great summary card for everything that was channeled and everything that the card said for this week. It's a perfect time for Christina's free meditation class this week. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the little clip of how to redeem your offer. Remember, you go to spiritandspark.com, click on contact, and in the form, just say, I want to go to Christina's class. I will connect you with Christina via email. So keep an eye on that because she'll be able to send you the link for that. And then I'll be back on Wednesday at noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern with Haunted Encounters, which is my brand new paranormal and ghost investigation show in partnership with Hotel Apache at Binion's in Las Vegas. And then I'll be back Thursday morning with my planets and prediction show, more about what other psychic mediums and astrologers are saying about the energy. So make sure you join me there. That'll be Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. So we've got a lot of content this week. Don't miss out. And I will be on the lookout for your email so we can get you set up with Christina. Here's again how to do that. You want to go to spiritandspark.com. And in the menu, you want to click on contact, scroll down, fill out the form, say I want to go to Christina's class, and that's how you do it. Beautiful. I hope to see you on Wednesday for Haunted Encounters and Thursdays for Planets and Predictions. Make it a great day. I'll be talking to you later.